What's up? I'm gonna make this real quick, man. Artur Beterbiev got the win over Anthony Yarde this evening over there in the UK. Anthony Yarde was a determined opponent, second time getting a title shot, and unfortunately is against another Russian per se. But he did a lot better than I thought he was gonna do. Even though he got stopped, this man Anthony Yarde got a lot of heart, and I give him mad props for that. Now, this fight was a little bit back and forth, but ultimately, Artur Beterbiev got the best of Anthony Yarde, and he kept turning Anthony Yarde. But what was so crazy was even though Anthony Yarde was a little bit gassed, even from like the earlier rounds, he was still fighting back. He was still loaded, getting shots, and he was catching Artur Beterbiev with these shots that had me like really shocking. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I placed a $10 bet on, it's like some crazy bets that you do on DraftKings, where as though if both of these guys would have got knocked down within the first two rounds, or probably both rounds, I'd have won like $10,000 off a $10 bet. But I'm glad I got to saw a great fight. We need fights like this, you know what I'm saying? Because over here in America, man, a lot of these fighters and whatnot, man, they too Hollywood. They too Hollywood for me. I don't mind people getting their money and stuff, but this is getting out of hand. At least over there in the UK, you know what I'm saying, they get the great fights. Now, this type of fight right here should have been promoted over here in the US like crazy. This should have got a lot of attention because, even though somebody like Artur Beterbiev don't really sell or whatnot, the man brings the fight, and you gonna get your money's worth out of the fight. And I like the combinations he was doing on Anthony Yarde when he was going to the body and bringing it, the uppercut straight up the middle. It was almost like Mike Tyson style, and he was hitting Anthony Yarde with that a lot, pretty much every time Anthony Yarde got in the corner, and he kept turning Anthony Yarde. He was getting him in that corner doing his thing, but Anthony Yarde got some heart, man. He was doing real good in this fight. And like I said, I commend him for it. Hopefully we could get undisputed between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. As long as the promoter, politics and shit stay out the way, we could get this fight finally for once. I mean, these are two more deserving guys that needs to get this undisputed going. Even if it's not for undisputed, I still want to see the fight, because at the end of the day, Artur Beterbiev is 38. It's not getting any younger. He does have a great style. He does know how to pace himself, whereas though he can, maybe take his fights well into his 40s and still be dominant. But at the end of the day, Father Time is undefeated. So I'm just hoping that Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn can settle their differences and do the right thing and give the crowd, the hardcore fans, what we really want to see. Hopefully they could take that fight to the Middle East, because of both, of course, both of these fighters over here in America are not marketable and stuff like that. But at least over there in the Middle East, where they're closest to where their hometown is at, pretty much, they'll be able to sell. So with that being said, you are watching Bold and Understanding. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And on the end of that note, family, peace.